Hello, welcome back to Honeybee's Hive. I'm Honeybee. So we have another bag opening. Yay! From AliExpress. Super excited. I'm hoping that this is the one that satisfies what I was looking for. So, hair on my mouth. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to bring you a little closer so that you can get a good view of this doll. So come on in. Hi guys, I am a blooper. So I opened her up, thought I was recording, found out I was not recording. I'm sad about that. But, oh my God, it was a whole lot I just did and wasn't even recording. Oh. Okay, let's bounce back. Okay, so here she is. And you see I got the other one out that I have, but let me backtrack a little bit and show you what she got. So, she came like this. I pulled her out the bag, and she came like this. She came with this little hoodie, this little, hoodie, my goodness, this little bonnet, and I put that on her head like that. So that's what I had done. But this is her. She's got two little puff balls, beautiful soft hair. That looks like it is mohair, I'm pretty sure. She came with a sippy cup, a diaper, and a headband. She had a hairnet on. I took that off. And of course she comes with the usual product manual and NPK birth certificate. Okay. So she is from NPK on AliExpress. And I will put that information up there. If you want one like her, go to the description box in this video and click on the link. The information will be right there for you. So, you guys, I don't know if you remember, but this is my other Yannik, and I got her a while ago, and this was the first one that I got, and she is just super cute. She, did I cut her bangs? I don't remember. I think I did cut her bangs. So I cut her some bangs, and she already has her bangs cut. And see, that's what I was talking about, where they have just this regular, you know, going straight across right there. And it makes them look a little dolly. So hers was the same way. Well, hers is actually, you know, hers is different. So as you can see, they have two different, yeah, they're different because she actually has more of a hair, normal hairline versus just going all the way around. So that's okay because, and then I gave her some bangs because I thought she would cute with some bangs, and she does. I will fix her hair. That's absolutely not a problem. She has glass eyes, green glass eyes, 22 millimeter. I will probably put glass eyes in her too to open her eyes up a little bit more. And so that means I'm going to need my hot air gun. I will go and get that. She has rooted eyelashes. I'm going to pull these off and root her eyelashes as well. What you did not... Oh, hold on. Let me put this in this bag. So what I was saying in the other video that you missed is that this is the one that I had wanted. And I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting and looking for her to come in a bigger size. This size right here, which is the size that I wanted. but they didn't have her in this size. They had her in a smaller one, and I didn't want that one. So I did get the boy, but I really wasn't happy with the boy. So I waited, and I finally found her. First I saw her on Amazon, and I really wasn't. The thing is about Amazon is that the shipping time was really long, and if I had gotten her from Amazon, the time frame in which that I can get compensated for, just in case they don't ship it, would have expired. So I went on AliExpress, and I just kept looking for her, and finally she showed up. She did show up at one that I was not comfortable with buying from, but then MPK had her. So I have purchased some MPK before on AliExpress, and I felt comfortable going ahead and purchasing her. So this is going to be a video where I'm going to personalize my new Hershey Yannik. So let's get down to that. Let me grab my supplies, and let's get her. Yeah, she is definitely overstuffed. Let's get her adjusted. Okay. Alrighty. I'll be right back. So I found a body, just in case. We'll take a look at this one and see if we like it. Got a mask for that. And I got another one because I'm going to double them. Alright. So, let's start by taking her apart. See, she's very stiff. So, that's something we don't want. Is how stiff she is. Because you can't pose her. You can't really do anything with her. So, right now, we have to, and then we also, you see her body is like overly stuffed. I think these are done by machine. But yeah, so we'll have to fix that. She's really overstuffed. Ooh, I just love her hair though. So pretty. So soft too. So, switching my glasses. These are good, but I need my other ones. And I had to order me some more. Be careful because I got that scalpel in there. I don't want to cut myself accidentally because I don't have the top on it. I always lose the top. So anyway. Alright, and NB. Okay, so what they did, okay, so she has Yannik on the back of her neck, and it has like an NB. I think that NB is, I don't know. And 2187 says Yannik on the back of the neck in parentheses with the letters NB. Just like the other one that we had. Now, from what we know, is this stuff comes apart. So I'm just not even going to touch that. I'm just going to take the limbs off. And oh, goodness. I think I'm going to take the limbs off. Oh, and one of the things I know I need to do, because I'm so behind on it, is I need to choose a name for my girl limb. So, I told you I had made a list, and I need to go ahead and decide. Let me put this back together. Come on. There. Shh. Shh. Riku! Stop it. That's a reweighing. She don't need to be doing all that barking because she can hardly breathe as it is. There we go. So, yeah, this is the body. I'm going to switch this one out for this one. It's not a bad body, but this one's already gathered, so I'm just going to go with this one. No, Mimi, don't you start that just because you hear her doing that. Okay, so my boy lamb, his name is Matthew, so I have some options here. Lisa's Sweet Reborns came up with Molly. That's pretty. Another one I liked was Madeline by Selena's Reborn Nursery. Montana by Cheryl McKinney. Megan by Black Lotus Reborns. I love that name, Megan, but now it just kind of freaks me out because of the that doll I have not seen yet, but someone has a doll on YouTube, and her name is Megan, and she's from the horror show. And yeah, that thing freaks me out now. Let's see. Treasures of Glory came up with Morgan, Misty, and Mackenzie and Michaela. Michaela. I kind of like Michaela. Mackenzie. I like Mackenzie too. Matthew and Mackenzie. Ooh, that might be a good one. Matthew and Molly. I like Molly. Montana. Matthew and Montana. I like Montana. Malin. Forever Reborn 7 came up with Malin. Julia Hopkins came up with Melody. Sunshine's World came up with Marnie. And Jill Sett came up with Mandy. So, because I wanted an M name. So, we got Molly. I already have a Maddie or a Madeline. Yeah. I like Molly and Montana and Michaela. Misty. Melody. Mandy and Marnie. Okay. And May. Well, okay, I named all of them, didn't I? Okay, so I'm going to make a list of ones that I like. And I want you to choose in the comments which one you like. And we're going to vote. Okay. So let's try to get these down to just 2. So choose your 2 favorites. Okay. Out of Molly, Montana, Misty, Michaela, Mackenzie, Melody, Marnie, and Mandy. And I am going to put in check by these so I remember. So, again, Molly, Montana, Misty, Michaela. And this pen don't work. And that don't work. Here we go. Okay. Melody and Mandy. Okay. So, Misty, Michaela, Molly, Montana. Oh, this is good. Okay, so I got us down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Molly, Montana, Misty, Michaela, Melody, or Mandy. Okay? So those are the ones we're going to choose from. Choose your 2 favorites. And then, so if you can choose either one or choose 2. Okay, so I know we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to choose from. So I want you to choose your 2 favorites, okay? Now, let's continue on with this. So I'm going to take it slow, and so everyone has a good understanding of what we're doing. Because I know a lot of people are telling me that they're afraid to take them apart and do this. So you saw what I did. Only thing I did was I searched for this. This was connected like this, and this was tucked in there. This right here, you can just cut that off or if you can't get straight to this, which is connected to here, and you just cut it off. So if getting to that is kind of hard, clip that off, and then you can get to this piece, which would be connected right there. And then you would just go in and snip that off, and then it releases, and you can pull the limb off, or the head. Okay. If you wanted to keep the body, which you can, if you don't want to change the body completely out, what you want to do is take some of this out, because as you see, it's overstuffed. So take some of it out to your preference. And if you want to add weight, you can do that. So take some of it out, add your weight to it, and you would do it the same way that I'm going to do this. If you want, you can pull it all out and just start anew if you have your own polyfill or whatever filling that you want to use. Okay, so you can take everything out and just start over from fresh. Then you're just going to be doing what I'm going to be doing, so you just follow along here. So I'm gonna put this one to the side because I'm going to use this one. Okay, there. Okay, so I have scented polyfill that I'm going to use. And that's what I'm going to use to fill that one up. So see, it comes out to be about the same size once you start putting the filling in. And I also like that we have and I don't know if this is one that I did or if this is one I bought like that. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to start with the limbs. So some of them comes with a plug, and you just have to pull that plug out to get to the polyfill that's inside the limbs. I've looked out a couple of times and got dolls that did not have the polyfill in there. Then I can fill them myself. Now, this is a preference, okay? You don't have to take the polyfill out. What I am doing basically is making her a little heavier, so that she feels more like a baby. She's also more soothing if she's a little heavier for me, as an adult doll collector. And I like to hold them and get that real baby feel. So, guys know I'm always sliding out my daggone chair. Okay, so I found my drain weasel. That's what I'm going to be using. I do have, so I'm going to take this out right now before I hurt myself with that. Get I don't like sticking my hand in there. It hurts, like my knuckles. So I get the first part out with anything. It don't matter. I'll use a comb. I'll use whatever. And then I'll use my drain weasel to get the rest of it out. I don't like using stuff like that because it hurts. I don't like using anything where I'm having to do that because it hurts. I'm going to go back to my comb because I can grab it and pull it out. And you'll figure out what works best for you on getting these out. You know, what works for one may not work for another. Alright, so got most of that out. I don't like using my fingers. It just hurts my fingers sticking them in here. Get most of that one out. Now, I'm definitely not sticking my finger in there. I'm really worried. Let me grab my trash. Bring the trash closer. Definitely gonna have to use something. I use these for the eyes, but we can use it for this too. Because that's just a narrow, tiny, not happening. So I will have to do it. And this does not feel good to me either, but it feels better than sticking my hand off in there. And I think I should be able to get the rest with the drain weasel. I still got some coming out. That's good. As long as I got it coming out like this, this is good. That's when it stops coming out. So that's as far as I'll be able to go with that. I'm throwing that away because it's breaking. It breaks off and makes a mess. I don't want to fool with that. There we go. Alright, so that's all I'm going to be able to get out of there too. Put that back in my basket. My shower caddy. Yep, that's a shower caddy. Drain weasel. I think I'm going to like this one. I think so. Well, maybe. Let's see. So, all that. And still, as if it was, I got to turn it. And just like it was a drain, you're still going to do the same thing. And there you go. And that should be the problem. You having to work too hard with that one. So let's go back to the old one. Broke my handle off. That's okay. I think this is a replacement one. So I'll have to go and find this one. I ordered this one, but they didn't have this one in stock, and they gave me this other one over here. So, you know how I did the, what's it called? I did the, you know, you pull up and get your order. Yeah. I didn't even pull it. So. You shove that in there, and then you turn. Now, I may not have got this one in there far enough, so I don't know if it's going to pull all of it out or just some. But I know I got quite a bit, unless it breaks off. See? I got all of it. So this, I use the poly pellets to fill my limbs. You can use whatever you want to use. little bit more. And I'm going to fill the rest with my Sun polyfill. Oops. Just need a little bit. Okay. So I got 2 arms done. Now let's work on the legs. Alright, so it did not go down there to the feet, so let's lift that up so we can get it to go down. There it goes. I think I'll go ahead and close that up. I'm scared I'm going to spill it. I don't want to spill it. There we go. 3 limbs. Because of the way this is bent like that, I have to make sure that it goes down to the feet. And she's got the cutest legs. I love this. I love this sculpt legs. These limbs. There we go. So we got her limbs are filled and ready to be put together. So this is good. Okay, now it's time to do the body. So what I was doing, because last time I was having an issue with the powder coming out, and I did not like that at all. So this is what I did. And I'm going to do it again. This over here. I tested it out and it worked wonderfully for what I wanted it to do. There we go. So when I did that, a lot of that stuff came off, but it's not down to the bottom. So I'm just going to let this stay there for a moment. So see how it's going off? Now this is where I'm going to put on my mask. Where is my mask? There it is. There we go. Oops, that was a mistake. I should not have done that. But anyway, there's some powdery in here. I'm not, like I said, I didn't like that at all. But it's not a lot, but there, I think I got it. There, yeah, we got it. Okay. So now I'm going to double it and go wash my hands real quick. Ooh, it's heavy, heavy, heavy. This arm over here is not quite back yet to normal, so everything is heavy to it. There we go. So that's the powder. Toss it. Hi. So let's tie this off. Oh, here we go. So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting the polyfill in to my liking. So I put the stocking thingy in here of the glass beads, and I'm gonna put the polyfill around it. That's what I'm doing. Polyfill I get Joann's, Michael's, whatever hobby store you have. Hobby and craft store. There we go. I think I got everything in there. So it's leaning, it's going that way. I don't like that, so I need to adjust my weight. Yeah, my weight is leaning for some reason. I don't want that. Let's see if we can fix that. Better. Better. So it's not leaning from one side or the other. There it is. See? There we go. Okay. And I'm using these. I think this should be good. Yeah. So I'm going to use these to put our limbs back on. Well, I don't need them. Don't go all the way around, huh? The next question is, does this go? Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I need a bigger one. So let's get 3 of these, 2 for the legs, 1 for the neck. There we go. So all I did was loop this through here because this is The same thing that we took the last zip tie out of. So in order to put the legs on, we have to add another zip tie. So I ordered mine from Bountiful Baby. I think you can order them any of the craft stores. Any of the craft stores online. They have these. So I ordered 2 different sizes, the smaller ones and the longer ones. So I'm going to need 3 long ones because the short ones won't go around the leg. So I have 2 of the longer ones for the legs and 1 for the head. So what I did was just insert that in there and connected it just like you would any zip tie. And then I'm going to put my leg in. There we go. Okay. Okay. That moves. Now let's get the other one in. Same thing. Take it slower. You just put this in the hole, just like anything else. Just real easy peasy, just like that. Now, I think it went in. So I'm flipping it around because I need this to line up like that. So, there we go. The flat side is what I was needing to meet up with the other one in order for it to lock, because otherwise it won't lock, I don't think. Yeah. So see, as it's locking already, which is what you want. Then you can tighten it, but not too tight because you still want the legs to be able to move. Now this comes the issue when people get upset and they're like, my baby's leg popped off. Yeah, because they put it on so that you can maneuver the baby's leg. But you just have to be able to put the leg back on yourself. But tight limbs, they're not going to be able to move. So I don't know if you want tight limbs. Okay, so repeat, same thing. This is just the arms. So we just thread that through there. Just like we did the legs. And there we go. Put your arm in. Can't see. Turn around this way a little bit so I can see. See? Just tighten it. And then that's too loose because you don't want to be putting on the baby's shirt or undershirt and the arm pops off. So there you go. That should do. I could use a little bit more gathering in the body, but that's okay. I don't feel like adjusting the body. So basically, I am recycling bodies at this point. So, because I need to order some more 24-inch bodies. So same thing on this side. I'm just pulling it to, see? I'm constantly checking because I don't want to pull it too tight. I don't like wasting supplies. So, I'm going to set this over here to the side now. because now I need to work on the head. And it's a nice weight. I like. Okay, so now we're going to get into a little more advanced stuff. So this was the basic of just, weighing the body. Easy peasy. You can do that. Okay. Sorry about that. So weighing the body, you can do that. Okay. You can do that. That's the first thing that I learned. And if I could do it, you can do it too. I think, yeah, that's mine. This is not. All right, so I'm going to refill her, but I can't find my hot air gun, so that means I'm going to have to get into her eye sockets. So what I'm going to do now is switch out her eyes, take off her eyelashes. She's got to be rerouted, and fix her hairline. And for those who want to learn how to do this, I am going to bring the camera in a little closer so that you can see exactly what I'm doing, okay? Okay, yeah, you should be able to see really good there. Okay, so we're going to start. So what I need to do now is get these eyes out and get her some new eyes. So, and what I'm doing is there's glue. So I need to release them so they can come out. Yeah, they will. Okay, so not bad eyes, but I still want to replace. Oh God, this is terrible. I can't get my hand in there, so we're gonna have to cut that. That's glue. Don't mess with that, okay? Because you don't want to undo. So she has a magnet. So I don't want to mess with their magnet that they have, wherever it is. Now, what I do need to do is to get in there. And so what I'm doing now is I'm about to cut the eye socket so that I can take those eyes out and put in some new ones. And if I can't go through the front with my hot air gun, then that means I'm going to have to go through the back. Now this is what I use these for. Okay, so I need to... Sorry, this part you probably won't be able to see. There's only enough room for one head in here. That's mine. So, let's see. There we go. Okay, now let me check this side over here. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm just going to punch these through. There we go. See, it's glued in there, so good. There we go. There we go. And those are her old eyes, just regular brown acrylic eyes. I think acrylic, plastic, whatever. Oh, no, that's plastic. That's not acrylic. Okay, and the eyes we're going to be putting in here. Oh. Here. So these are the ones we're going to be putting in. Now, see, she can have green eyes too. Oh, let's do green eyes instead. Yeah, why not? She doesn't have to have brown eyes. She can have green eyes. Okay, so these I'm going to use. And I hate that part. Don't like putting in eyes. Not this way, at least. Huh, drop that one. Let's try the other one. I don't want to use the thing because it scratches them. I do have the... I can't tell you any easy way to get the eyes in. I struggle with this every time. There we go. So there's her pretty green eyes. Now, whew, okay. Oh, I need a coffee break now. Goodness gracious. Okay, routine, guys. You guys ready to root with me? Yay! Okay, so I don't have black, but I do have, the darkest color I have is going to be this brown. I also switched the mics because my battery's dying. And I want to go ahead and get this finished. So. Needle. And as far as this hair I have, it's going to be like a dark brown. Okay. Definitely need my glasses. Figure out the easiest way to do this. I think it's going to have to turn it this way. And I'll double check and make sure you can still see. There. So I gotta find my niche. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, so I'm not liking that angle. So let's try this angle. I like this one better. You just gotta find your niche, your angle. Someone had asked me which needles I use. I use the felt needles, 46 gauge. I think these are 42s I'm using right now. Um, I get them from Irresistibles. I and I also get them on Amazon. So, wherever I can find me some good needles. And I want to try these ones out that I saw. They're advertising that they don't break so easily. So I think they're on Etsy. I think that's where I saw them at. And I'll let you know when I order them. I'll let you know what I think of them. Now I use the mohair when I'm doing the eyelashes because it's easier to manipulate. Human hair, you can just manipulate. It's stiffer and thicker, whereas the mohair is thinner. No, shh, you girl me, Missy. So I don't want to scratch my eyes, so that's why I'm going in this angle. Now we're not taking those eyes out either. They stay in. As far as it was for me to get them in. Reading is well, that's where you can make some mistakes. So practice on a doll that you have that you don't mind. Get your practice doll and practice reading. Eyelashes. You don't want to mess your doll up. Get a cheap doll. You have one on Amazon. Grab one of the really cheap ones and practice. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. So what I did, I just went around the eyelid. See? The hook has like these little ridges, so they catch the hair. And I use that to my advantage to push the hair into the vinyl. And I try to only do 1 or 2 hairs. And then you'll see me using the tweezers, pulling them out because I got too many at one time. I think this is coming out really good, even though they're brown instead of black, but it looks good. And a lot of times I'll do that. I'll use 2 different colors. Oh yeah, that looks good. Straighten my hair out again. Starting to go in all different directions. Hey, does anybody know if they have workman's comp for federal employees? What do they have? Anybody familiar with federal employee benefits and stuff like that? Like if they even have workman's comp or if they can file for workman's comp? And if it's not workman's comp, what is it called? Oh, goodness. I gotta be careful. Oh, that's why. I was thinking I need to be careful. Yeah, I want to go up, not down. There we go. Don't want to touch the eye. So I started a new series of books. It's called Torrent Witches. That's okay. It's one of those just something to read. And I go through books like so quickly. And I don't know, I thought they had good reviews, but they are absolutely correct. It is just a good book to sit down and read. Really nothing that's spectacular. There's some others that I like much better. These have been okay, but not exactly my favorite. The main character is a journalist, and well, supposedly a journalist. He's actually a struggling journalist. Or split there. It's like it needs. There we go. Okay, so I think we've done eyelashes look fine. Awesome, awesome. What do we want to do now? Now we want to bring her hairline a little bit here. Let's see how this looks. I don't have any black. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. On this side. There. See, she has bangs, so we don't really need to do too much. I just don't like that, but that's okay. We're gonna let her keep her bangs. So I got her side, so and then what we'll do is we'll go around the entire edge. So let's do that. I think I did this before, so as you see, I'm just going in. The hairs to go down, so that's what I'm doing now. One at a time. Exactly like that. Two at the most. You want to do more than that. Like about 2 or 3 rows. So 1, 2, coming down. So it's not just one straight line going across, but like several different hairs. See? put some mini in one hole, you can come back and tweeze them. Now these are, everything's like really hard to come by here. So these, I had to order a second one from Visit Dimensions. First one I had found at Michael's, but I can't even see anything there no more. So I found this one, barely found it on Amazon. So I see another one on there, I'm going to order it. Yeah, unfortunately. So I have a kind of limited on stuff here. Just really these simple things too. I don't know where else to look for them. I'll try Walmart. Maybe Walmart might have them. I'll try it. Maybe. Well. Go. So as you see, she's coming together. See? Okay, so I went ahead and finished. Her up. Just gonna give you a close up of what I did. Oh, there's a. There we go. Sorry about that. There she goes. So I went ahead with the eyelashes. I put the polyfill back in her head. I used mine, the scented one. It's already scented. And I finished, sorry about that. I finished rooting around the head. So now I'm just going to show you close up what I did. I gave her some little sideburns there. Camera takes a moment, but it catches up. Sorry. So there we go. So there and there. So that's all I did. Just to kind of try to make our budget babies a little bit more, you know, look more artist made. And her eyelashes, as you can see, I love the eyelash part because the eyelash is what softened them up. So if you don't, even if you don't do this around here, the eyelash works. There are also some other eyelashes that you can use to replace the ones, really, the ones that they use, I don't know. But I have some other eyelashes. And I might show you with another doll on how to use those. And there we go. Okay, so I'll let you take a look at that. Why is it doing that? Okay, I might have to come back and fix that. All right, I'm back. Okay, back. Now, I'm going to cut. Okay, good. Okay, so basically, I go in now, and I just cut. Easy peasy. I cut the eyelashes last, so. And since I don't glue this back, I have to be very careful. No, Mimi. No. Hey, Stinky. Mimi's gonna jump behind me, as usual. I'm going to leave this the length that it is. I think I might trim just a little bit. The pieces are extremely long. Mimi. I believe that's the neighbors, okay? The rest of this I'm going to trim shorter. So I trimmed that one pretty short, so now I want to trim this side over here pretty short. I want it to be the same. It's easy for me to do it this way. There we go. Okay, so that's how I want it. So now we're going to go through and pluck. Okay, now let's see. This side is fine. The eyelashes are fine too. Okay. do this, it makes it easier for me to see what I need to this one has one too many in there. That's why it's not cooperating with me. Let's see. See, better. Over here. Looks like everyone's cooperating. So cool on that. Except for here. Hold on. I may have. Nope. Oh, this one and this one. Everything else is cool. Yeah. And this. So you want this to lay down as well. So I'm trying that to lay down. And the other hair out your brush. And the other babies. A little easier. Wash your brush too from time to time. Okay, so see, we got some more that we need to cut. That's okay. That's fine. I'm looking at these sides. Okay. This one going in with the smaller ones. There we go. Remember, I did say this is a more advanced part of the video. I want to get as close as I can, and so you can see what it is I'm doing. And I'll do more. I'll try to do one with all of them. I don't know if they're all going to be in detail, but I'll do the best I can. Okay? Make them look more like artist dolls, you know? The way you do the way you decide to do your hairline is totally up to you. This is the way I decided to do mine. I did not do a bottom eyelash. You can. I'm not going to do it on these because they're mine. These are not for sale or anything like that. They're just for my pleasure. So she's fine to me. I have a long hair right here coming from somewhere. And once she dries, I can get all this other hair that I cut off of her. So even right here, she's already looking better to me, in my opinion. So the eyelashes soften the eyes. And when you remove the other eyelashes, which are a little thick and heavy, and you add either lighter eyelashes, you know, better quality of eyelashes, or you root them, it makes her look more, makes her look lighter and a little more, you know, realistic. So what I'm going to do now is put her back together. Okay, right. So she's also dry too. So let's go ahead and well, we'll do this after. Well, I'm going to cut it at least. So I'm going to cut her eyelashes and brush off. Sorry. So, also, I just went and got my injections today, so I'm a little shaky. That might be my anesthesia. Not a complete out procedure, just, you know, something to calm me so I could not flip out. I kind of noticed it. I don't have a steady hand, so I'm like, crud. So I'm kind of trying to watch that too. But to me, it looks fine. It looks fine to me, you know? Change our eyelash to the top. Looks fine to me. And see, I told you once we put all the extra hair off, it'll look better. And see, it's already laid down. There's not really much I got to do with that. There we go. Pull that back. And she has like some bangs already from the manufacturer, so we'll just mix those in with the lighter bangs, and it'll be just fine. See? There we go. So it looks like I might have accidentally pulled it out. Well, no, these are the bangs. Yeah, here they go. No, the bangs are. I didn't pull them all out. There we go. Switch over because those scissors are so tiny. I have a hard time. There. So let's go ahead and let's try to. So by the time we get our head on, this should be dry. So our body's already weighted. It's got zip ties on them. I'm gonna put one of these in here for her to keep her head from tipping. I'm also gonna put one in Peyton's head too. So see, Peyton's head is doing that. I don't want that. The only thing in her head is cut polyfill. So I'm trying to make. I'll show you. Remember, I opened up the head so I could even get in here. I'm also using a polyfill to hold the eyes in. So let's start here. I'm putting it in the middle of the polyfill. And then I'm going to put the polyfill around it so that it has a... is it in there? Okay, so I want to put in about this much. So take some out so we can make room. Okay, so... yeah, about that much. Now I'm going to put the polyfill around it. Oops. So So I decided to go with, I started to get some foam pieces, and this is what I'm going to use when I want to do this. Or it's just some foam pieces. Yeah. So that should be fine. I'm not wanting it to be just, you know, completely stiff or anything like that. I just want it to, you know, hold a little bit. So now, let's put polyfill around here. Before I put the zip ties on. Oops, sorry. I won't do that. Another place you can root hair is in the back of the head. It also gives it a more realistic look. Like if you're can pull the hair out. I do that with the other dolls, like the ones that I sell, or the ones that I reborn. Those would be the ones that I will probably do that to, more specifically. Not so much these, because like I said, they're mine. It's to my liking, and it's not necessary for me. We all have our own likes. Not too much back there. Just giving her a hunchback. There we go. I want it to be soft, not have a hunchback. Yeah, I like. She's soft, yes. Oh. Alright, let's try. That hand's not wanting to function right with me. I don't know why. That's okay. There. So she leans a little bit, but not too much. Like her. A little bit so. So now to cut off the extras. And don't forget to pick them up so that your pets, oh man, too tight. Too tight? Hate that, man. That's not really tight. I'm going to have to go looser. You know what? There we go. This also gives you an opportunity to move the polyfill around in the neck area, around the neck. Yep. Listen, I don't like wasting product. But there we go, cut it off. Out there. Go. Just fluff up what you got in there already. Just want her to stay soft, not overfilled. That didn't look like I was sitting right there. Oh, she's so soft. I like it. Okay. And they usually sew this little flip right here, so if you want to glue that back down, you can, if you didn't cut it like I did. Again, that don't matter to me either. So here she is. What do you think in her new body? So her head is still, you know, floppy and everything, but it's not too floppy like it was. So I like this. I don't want it stiff, but I don't want it just flopping all over the place, because she's not a bitty bitty baby. And that's just my preference. At this point, I think she should be able to hold her head a little bit. Okay, so let's see how this is looking. I think it's looking good as far as the bangs go. And then we can just comb the rest of her hair. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. I like. Let's get her dressed and then get her hair combed. Alright, so let's start with her type. So I'm thinking, let's try a 2. If she's not a 2, then maybe she's a 3. I got hair and lint everywhere on her from the polyfill and the cutting her hair. I think she can wear a 3. Let's put this one on a 3. And this one is a 3. Okay, there she is. It's a pretty good weight. She could be heavier if that's what you prefer. If you want her heavier, you can do instead of using poly pellets in her limbs, use the glass beads. That will also help her to be, that will also add a lot more weight. Let's put her onesie on. She's wearing a 6-month onesie from Spa Silk. So size 3 diaper, 6-month onesie. And that's with the body that I put on her. There she is. Isn't she a cutie poo? She's already looking like a cutie poo, isn't she? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Oh my God, I love her so much. Yes, I do. Okay, let's get this on her. I'm thinking, I was trying to figure out how does this thing go, over the head or this way? I don't know. I only have those. So let's try over the head. I just said she's not too heavy, but that's only because I've been struggling with my upper muscles in my chest and in that left arm. So once I get those built up, I will go back to making my babies heavy because normally I do like my babies heavy. But right now, I actually went through and started lighting them up. Oh, she's so darling in this. I'm already liking her in it. I haven't even got it completely on her yet. Oh my goodness. It's still kind of cold here. But she's not going out. She'll be inside. Oh, see, I got that stuff. I thought I got everything up, but still getting in her hair. Hair is, oops, sorry. Hair is super soft. Okay, so Yannik needs a name, guys. So, but we will talk about that later. Because we still need to name, we need to decide on a name for my Liam, my girl Liam. These are kind of big. Better. I always like babies in white shoes. Oh my gosh. They're so darling when they have on little white shoes. Okay, so there she is. Oh my goodness. Isn't she precious? Y'all, this feels like I am really doing a child's hair. This is crazy. That's why I don't do much care for this hair. That's just my preference. If she was my only baby, yeah, okay. That would be different. I mean, it's pretty. It's just, it takes work. There is a lot of shedding in this one. Just in case you guys didn't know. I had to pull out the 2-in-1 detangler. This works. I will probably go ahead and finish this up, and then I will come back with end results, because this is going to take me some time. As you can see, I mean, it's coming, but it's like piece by piece. So I will be back to show you the end results. All right, here she is. I finally finished her. Okay, she was a lot of hard work, but I think she came out beautifully. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the hardest part was her hair. Like I told you, I mohair and me. Alexa, stop. Mohair and myself is just, oh, struggle, struggle, struggle. So I also went ahead and put Peyton's piece in her head too, so that she's not, her head isn't bouncing about as much. So you got my girl Peyton here, and her sister. Let's get her to look into the camera. There we go. Aren't they precious? Oh my goodness, guys, they are adorable. I am so in love. I just, wow. I like everything about her. If I didn't have so many other favorites, these two could easily be my favorites. So they're all my favorites of my favorites. I don't know. They're one of my favorites. Them, my limbs. I seem to really love these four. Oh my gosh. Hard work paid off. I love these guys. All right, so I am done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you again for your support. And thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. I love you guys. Toodles. Peace.